Hello YouTube, welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld, Episode 11. And in Episode 10, we lost our first colonist. We lost Tasca, died on the 13th of April, May. She died of sickness, she died of the plague. So, yeah, it really sucks. And one thing that we should consider, well, I want to get the hospital stuff taken care of, because at this point in the game, we should really consider building out a legitimate hospital, because if we had one, Tasca may not have died. And also, I think it's penoxyline, a disease prevention drug which blocks plague, so malaria and other things. So hospital bed, which we're almost done. Vitals monitor, which is going to take a long time. It's almost as long as microelectronics. And then finally penoxyline production. Other than that, like, there's not really much going on. There's nothing to harvest right now, at least. And this is going to be ready maybe later on today or tomorrow. A couple of muffaloes here. Might as well just hunt something, because Dustin doesn't really have much else to do. Sure, Dustin, you got nothing else on your plate that is that important. Right. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's some plasteel out here. That shotgun can go ahead and just stay out there. I don't want this stuff. Yayo, I don't want this stuff. Something minor break risk. Oh yeah, Magnus is still very upset. Let's see how long he's going to be upset for. Wow, 25 days. So he's gonna be like this pretty much until near the end of this Rimir. I don't blame him. He's going to be very upset for a while. 15 days and then 25 days. Alright, so we're bringing in the smoke leaf. Harvest just came in, and what we're going to do next for this same patch is we're going to do the psychoid plant. That way they can, just in case we need it for, drug production. So we're just going to get that queued up next. Oh, this thing again. I have to make a decision. You know what? For the sake of having something interesting to show you guys, we are going to accept him. I hope he's good, Fitz, because if you're not, you guess what? You're going to be the first to the front lines every time there's a raid. Alright, people arrive. Let's go ahead. He's a caravaneer. Okay. And I'm already not interested. I really appreciate him right off the bat taking the initiative to grab that piece of plasteel. Oh god, yeah, it's bad. Hey, social, look at that. 11. He's volatile. Hair trigger all the time. He is the first to break in any tough situation. So he's going to have mental breaks more often than the others. But hey, this isn't... He's not entirely useless. I mean, he does have social, which we definitely were needing. But I was really hoping for like a social, medical type deal going on. Another person who's good with animals. We got a lot of people who are good with animals for some reason. And, capable amateur at shooting. At least he can help construct. That's always kind of helpful. Although, I think we're kind of gone to a part of a stage in the game where our need for construction lessens as the game continues, because we've built the things that we need. So, but anyways, all right. Welcome to the colony, Fitz. Let's assign you a bed. We're gonna give this one to Fitz. Assign. Yeah, Magnus is not in a good mood. Oh, he's walking. Okay, let's check out his health. He's frail. He's got a bad back. He's honestly, I don't want him. Okay. The last time, I think it was episode 2, we got lucky, because that's how we got Ludmila. She was a random person who wanted to join. She worked out perfectly. I knew she would. And Fitz is definitely not in a good mood already. His needs, he's observed rotting corpse, darkness, pain, ratty apparel, and other things like that. He's also volatile. Great. Okay. Alright. There you go. That's Rimworld for you. Well, I feel pretty bad about this, because I can't have a person walking around with only 30% movement rate. Oh man. Fitz, I'll let you take some clothes. So you get a nice some fresh studs. And he's good at shooting. I'll even let you take a little pistol with you. You know, I'll let you take a pistol. But honestly, look at this. He already doesn't get along with people. I'm not dealing with this. I'm so sorry, everyone who might be watching. But -3 mood, I don't care. I think that'll be worth it. Oh man, oh god, I got that all on camera and everything. Okay, see if it's. Sometimes things just don't work out. You bring someone on, like let's say you hire someone for a job, and it just doesn't always work out. That's just unfortunately part of life. Thanks for leaving us your crappy clothes. Okay, so he did get some fresh studs. Then I did the humane thing. I let him take some nice clothes. He got a parka, some pants, a bearskin shirt that was worth $100. No. Crap. You know what? Take it. I don't care. But that took Veronica no time at all. We got penoxylene production. Psychic refining. We can make it into flake and yayo. It's only 400 research points. We'll probably do it by, I don't know, maybe even by today. Alright, our cotton harvest is in. So that took only about one month. That was a lot quicker than I expected. Quest active. Stash of valuables, $800. Tornado generator. Let's see. I might do it just to do. Oh, that is pretty far. I'm not going all the way out there just for a tornado generator. I don't really care for the tornado generator because you can kind of control where it happens. But Dustin, why are you? Dustin, hold on a second. You don't need to get that close to it. Okay, I think that's fine. Damn! Look at that, one shot, one kill. Dustin, hell yeah. Alright, just as I thought, she finished it in just one room day, so we're going to go back to research, and we are going to get... Oh, we need a multi-analyzer, are you kidding me? Huh. Okay, 4,000. Okay, we need gas. Oh, wow, okay, cool. Okay, let's figure this out off screen. Oh crap, as I was thinking about what we're gonna do next, we got an infestation going on. And it's gonna be right in inside our base. It looks like it's Ludmila's room. Magnus, where you at? Okay. There's a couple of places. Stupid cat. Get out of the way, cat. Oops. Oh, crap. Okay, guys. Okay. Magnus, you gotta kind of be our offensive tackle here. Oh, don't shoot Magnus. Come on. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Health. No immediate danger, but you know what? If we had that hospital, we would have a place for him to rest. But for now, we're just going to have him rest here. Magnus, go ahead and rest until healed. And I'll have the rest of these guys go and take care of this little hive here that's still around. Gotcha, undraft. Well, what we're going to do next is biofuel refining because we're going to get a lot of insect meat. We might just turn it into gasoline. Alright, so Ludmila's done picking out. She ate like 7 or 8 meals. And also, Magnus is back on his feet. so he can start repairing and hauling things again. Thank you very much. And Dustin is going to be busy butchering all these insects. Well, he's already got most of them. There's only 2 left. And we haven't been able to trade with... Okay, yeah, Dustin, what are you doing? He's butchering? Okay, you can do that when we're done interacting with our guests. It's supposed to be exotic goods. We'll see what they got. Okay, wow, I have a pretty lucrative trade. Well, not lucrative. We're actually spending $1,500 after all is said and done. But we do have almost $3,000 to spend. So that's half our silver. So what we're doing is that we're selling them 3 buffaloes. All of our insect jelly that we just got is actually worth quite a bit. I didn't know we had that much. But anyways, what we're getting 9 components from them. We're also getting 1 advanced component. We're going to skip out on the Glitter World medicine. Even though they have 8 of them we can buy, we're not going to buy any. We're going to sell this Luciferium. I don't even remember getting this stuff. That anti-grain warhead, I think we got this in a quest. But we're going to sell them that, even though it's a very powerful bomb. We don't, I'd rather just get the $700 for it. We're all buying 128, or no, we're buying 142 plasteel. We're selling them some pulsars that we're never going to use. But get this, we're getting a social trainer. So we're gonna, because we don't have any pawns who can socialize that well, so we're gonna get the skill trainer, and I'm gonna buy this prosthetic arm. We don't need it, but hey, good to have around. And we're buying all of their gold because I know we're gonna need gold and plasteel for sort of end game shipbuilding part of the game. So there we go. Pretty good trade. Dustin, why don't you go ahead and dismiss the trader? Thank you very much. Nice doing business with you guys. Okay, so Dustin just used the skill trainer, and he went up to a 6, capable amateur. It's pretty good. He went from a 2 to a 6. Oh man, okay, this is a very stressful episode so far. So we've got Veronica's going on a fire starting spree. Radmila, we're gonna have to wake you up. At least this time she's starting to fire in the prison area instead of in her research lab. Ah, my god, alright. First Ludmilla had a breakdown, then Veronica soon after. Yeah, I don't blame Ludmilla for being upset. I'm just going to go ahead and pause the recording because I don't know how long this is going to go on. Okay, well, she got it out of her system, and we're just going to have to repair whatever, all the little things that she tried to light on fire. Okay, we're getting raided. Jump location. They're attacking immediately. We've got 6 people here, and I thought I saw an arrow. Yeah, we've got 2 people coming up that way. So 2, what's this again? 8? Okay, just 8 people. All right. Let's get the crew drafted. Everyone drop what you're doing. Dustin, why don't you go there? Maya with your shotgun. Veronica, you go there. Ludmilla, right there. We'll have Magnus go right. We'll have Magnus turn his switch on. Where are those other 2? Yeah, they're gonna go all the way around. All right. They are armed with bows and arrows and spears and stuff like that. But still, an arrow is still an arrow. It's still lethal. Okay, I gotta watch. Where is this character going? Okay, let me check health status. No damage. Those are all old wounds. Okay, wow, okay. A flawless raid for us. They said they were... I guess these 2 guys are still determined to put up a fight. Give it up, dude. You're nowhere. You have no chance. All right. All right, everyone, you're done. Go ahead and undraft. We got Magnus paying his respects, visiting his fiance's grave. We'll see if this helps improve his mood a little bit. We got Magnus going on. This is not too bad of a mental break. At least, like, hopefully he'll be, once he gets over his days, you know, he'll be his mood won't be so bad. But at least he's just in a daze and he's not starting fires or eating up all the food like the other pawns. Okay, well, that didn't take very long. We got a Psychic Sue female. Helps because 3 of our 5 colonists are female. So everyone's going to be a little bit better. Alright, so we finished blowback operations, so now we can build LMGs and SMGs. We're probably going to do that pretty soon. But until then, we're just going to get some of these easier things first before we move on to microelectronics, which is going to keep us we'll keep Veronica busy for a while. We've mined out our new expansion, or like our new storage facility area, so we need to start, or we can start actually putting in the walls now, the interior walls for it. Alright, we got our corn harvest finally coming in for the year. We're not going to sow this plot of land for the rest of this year. Yeah, this is the progress we've been making on our new storage room. It's a bit oddly shaped, but it's fine, it'll work. And so what we're going to do is we're going to place a column right here in the center. Oh, go ahead and grab some while you're going back. Alright, cool. That was pretty fast. We got the autocannon turret. So let's go back to research screen, and any other smaller things that I would kind of want to get right now? I don't think so. Right? Actually, I wouldn't mind getting tube television. You know, actually, let's just go with the multi-analyzer. Because if we start now, we might be able to get it before the start of the next rim year, 5503. It's going to take Veronica a while to do this, so I would like to get it done by spring. Okay, I know it's a bit oddly shaped, but that's just how these beacons work. And so over here, these are going to be doors, so I gotta make sure, you know, let's just go ahead and, why not? This is going to be a steel door, and this one's going to be a wooden door. Regular wooden door. And the power layout, it's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to run a line all the way down here. Alright, so we're almost done. Now we just got to put in the flooring, and it's just going to be a basic concrete floor. Right there. Let's not forget underneath the doors. Dustin killed a bear all by himself. He's getting really good at this. And alright, let's go to Ludmilla. Alright, we finally have we got the flooring done, so now we've got to just figure out the lighting situation. And while they were working on that, I think something, hey, floodlight, I was wondering about that. I think a floodlight would be great to have. Anyway, so let's stick with this. So just 2 standing lamps, one on the inside of each of these 2 sort of outer columns, and then a bunch of wall lamps to kind of help complement. So I want 1, and then now we can just finally get rid of these torches. Looks pretty well lit, and I think I did the change color, so I should be able to change color. Color should a storage room be? be orange. Sure. Okay, that looks cool. Okay, so this is what I want the new storage facility to look like. It's going to cost about, it's going to cost 1,100 steel. So that's, we'll be left with 1,000 steel left. And then steel is pretty plentiful so far on this map. There's a couple more veins here that we could mine out. Plus we came across one kind of on accident. I know we'll eventually dig down here, so we'll eventually get this steel, but for now it's not a priority. So we have queued up, how many of these? 50 of the regular size steel shelves and 11 of the smaller ones. And once they're built, we can demolish all these wooden ones. I'm going to try steel because I'm concerned about a fire. That's why they're kind of spread out as well. Because if there's an infestation and they spawn in the storage facility, that's a huge issue. So they could cause a fire. And so that's why they're kind of spaced out like this. Plus, I also don't like it when the pawns have to pass through shelving like that. I find it, I think it's just a little claustrophobic for my own taste, so I do like to give the pawns, like, I try to give them 2 lanes. But when it's just 1 lane to go vertically, it's fine. I feel like that's okay. But for like these wider parts, I want it to be 2 lanes wide. And yeah, anyways, that's my setup, and hopefully they're gonna get started on this tomorrow. All right, here we go. So I kind of set this up in a specific way for storage. So these shelves here, these are all going to be apparel related. So apparel, textiles, weapons, armor, things like that. And anything a colonist wears and material that is used to make clothing. Everything else on the perimeter is just pretty much everything else. And yeah, and I think I'm fine with the way that's set up. Medicine and anything medicine related will be just stored in this room. This is where our hospital is going to be. So we got, yeah, that's right, we got Veronica to help us out with this. So okay, cool. She's not researching right now. All right, last one. And our steel count, yeah, 1,100. And cool. All right, so we can start just deconstructing all of these next. X. Okay, this one will temporarily allow medicine and stuff like that, so because we need a place to put it. Text. Okay, potato harvest is coming in. Nice. Okay, so Komaro Toman, chief of the Gorar kinship, has sent us a message. Apparently, Outlanders based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. Camp is controlled by Farno Toridio. We're definitely going to take it because I think this orbital bombardment it's like a laser in space that shoots down. Okay, an ancient targeting apparatus for an orbital bombardment system unit is designated to target and transmit the coordinates to a network of satellites, which then bombard the target with kinetic impactors. The unit has been reprogrammed to accept unauthorized users, but once it is used, the network will detect the incursion and cut off the link immediately. Yes. So let's see where this is at. Go to bandit camp. Okay. So we got 24 days to figure that out. There's 6 enemies there. Which means getting some new colonists to join us would be very helpful. It really sucks that we lost Haska. She would have been great for this mission. So we're going to delete that. Have completed one major construction project. Our new storage facility. It was a pain in the butt, but you know what? We're good on storage for the rest of the game now. We can also now start working on our hospital finally. We're going to have a proper hospital, so let's go ahead and remove the flooring. All right, well, we got a solar flare, so right now everyone is just kind of helping, pitching in right now to get the hay grass harvest in for our muffaloes. And two baby muffaloes were born. I'm not sure if the camera got it. Um, Harvesting potato plant. Yeah, go ahead and do that actually, because we got Veronica here who's hauling in all this hay grass for us. So unfortunately the power's out. There's not much we can do about it, but it shouldn't take too long, or shouldn't last too long. Wow, this is too hilarious. We have a self-tamed muffalo. I guess somebody's got to go and get him. What Maya's doing right now is that she's creating the flooring for our hospital. It's going to be sterile tiles, and it cost us about 600 silver for a floor this size, which I think is pretty good. Not too bad. Good thing we got the money for it. And we're gonna do just regular basic tile, just like this, something kind of nice, because the pawns are gonna be in here quite often when they're working. So we want the floor to be pretty to look at. We're gradually getting the smoke leaves off the shelf. It's still gonna take a while, but we've got Ludmilla who's just going to, whenever she's not cooking meals, she's gonna be rolling blunts so that we can just kind of get the smoke leaf off the shelf. Ludmilla's got food poisoning. Dirty cooking area, so we're gonna have Magnus make sure all this gets cleaned up. We got Ludmilla who has both food poisoning and she's on a feeding purge, a food binge, at the same time. I've never seen that happen before. Dustin is also on, he also has food poisoning. They're both not feeling very well. So we're going to copy settings here, make sure that we got that there. Okay. Right now Maya and Magnus are the only people who are really doing anything, but you know, Magnus, he's still really upset about, you know, Tasca dying. So I don't want to tell Magnus what to do. I don't want to like change his priorities. He hasn't had a mental breakdown yet, so I'm really surprised because he's at like a -30 mood right now. So but I guess it's kind of fortuitous that she has food poisoning while she has she's on a food binge, because at least it's slowing her down, so she can't move around too fast. There we go. That's right, dude. And she also eats really slowly because she's in pain from the food poisoning. Oh crap. I think the game is really trying to kill us now. It's like putting all of our pawns out of commission. So she is upset that Tasca died. This random person that I don't know died. Ate without table, slept in cold. Oh, slept in cold. Guess it's heater season. Let's make sure we turn all that stuff. Both of those on. Let's say we turn that one on as well. Dustin's he's recovering from food poisoning. He's getting a little bit better now. Same with Ludmilla. Crap. Okay, so we got a manhunter pack. So let's go to location. Okay, well at least it's raining right now. So let's go ahead and turn that on. There's a lot of them. Nice. Come on, get that one. It's getting too close. Okay, it's okay. No one got hurt. Okay, nice. Good job. All right, we got our last heal root harvest for this Rimworld, so we're gonna do no more sowing in this area. We're not gonna sow this one anymore. And this one's almost done. We're not going to sow this one again either, so let's just go ahead and make sure we just click off. And this will be the last one for hops as well. But we do need to keep getting as much strawberries, potatoes, rice as we can. This looks like a lot of food, but it's going to disappear fast. So Let's make sure. And oh, and Ludmilla is she's still kind of recovering. She just recovered, but now she's, catching up on sleep. It's been raining for about I think 4 or 5 rim days. It's just been raining nonstop for a little while. So it is what it is for now. And so I temporarily moved the drug lab right next to the kitchen. That way we can just hurry up and get all these smoke leaves off the shelf. But I eventually do want to move it here into the hospital. And I think this would be a good place for it. Okay, wow, we finally got the multi-analyzer, so let's go ahead and go to OK. So I think we can now build vitals monitor, right? Yes. No active. Oh, you need a multi-analyzer first. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how much one of those things costs. Multi-analyzer. Maybe it's a miscellaneous. Here we are. 8 components. I'm down to my last 10. Okay. That's not too bad. So I think you can move these things around. So I'm just going to place it right here for now. And we can we can rearrange it later on. Okay, but as soon as it stops raining, we can finally get rid of these corpses, and we're going to go ahead and mine out this area and get these components. But I gotta wait for the rain to let up. I would prefer that. We got our multi-analyzer almost ready to go. Okay, let's make sure we don't make food out of rat meat. Details, no rat. And yeah, check this out. We finally got a multi-analyzer. Hell yeah. Okay, the vitals monitor. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see how much this floor is actually going to cost us. We have 400 blocks right now. Okay. Okay. Right now we do have enough, but we are also sending Maya way out here to grab the very furthest away compact steel as we can get, and then gradually we will grab these, not compacted steel, but compacted machinery. And these things take quite a while to kind of dig through, so it'll take us a couple of rim days. We're gonna have Veronica take a quick break from research. That way we can finally get some penoxyline. If we only had this, we could have saved Tasca's life, but we didn't have it at the time. So because we didn't have the research complete. So we're also queuing up some medicine. We're gonna make 20, and yeah, that's the way. Go ahead and get that out of the door. Thank you. Alright, Maya did that really quick. She got all 6 components. There wasn't much, but 6 is better than what we had. Any improvement helps, basically, is what I meant to say. So she's going to go ahead and grab that, and then she's going to grab these next. Very satisfying. It's so nice to finally be able to make our own medicine. Dang, it's starting to rain. We had half a day half a day of no rain, but okay, let's go ahead and cancel that for now. We'll just take what we can get, and then we need to get all this food, all these hops, potatoes, everything out again. Huge harvest in for our muffaloes. Hay, 2,000 hay. The rice harvest came in as well as this potato harvest. We're not going to sow. Don't sow. I think this is also set to... So we're getting closer and closer to winter, so we're not going to plant any more. That'll be the last one for this year. And so someone's got tattered apparel. I saw it right here. It's Maya. Her gear, she has a flak vest. There's not much I know how to do about that. So she's just going to have to wear a tattered flak vest for now. Cleaning dirt. Okay, so they don't have anything to do. So we have 584 marble tiles or marble bricks, so we can finally build the flooring for our new production facility, and that'll keep Maya and Magnus and possibly Dustin busy for a while. I don't know if Dustin can short. I already forgot. Okay, I guess not Dustin. It finally stopped raining, so what we're gonna do is not right now, but pretty soon we're gonna mine that out again. I'd rather have Maya and Ludmilla and Magnus focus on getting the flooring here done. And we've got psychoid leaves that have finally come into fruition, or we might we might manufacture flake. How do you make yayo? It's the same thing, right? Simply not for the colonists to use, of course, but simply so for us to sell, because they go for a high price, basically. And man, wow, look at all this beer we got, and we still have a lot of hops left too. All right, we got that finished, so now we can start figuring out how we're gonna do the lighting in this area. Sure, right there's fine. Alright, we are finally moving all of our production furniture into the new production room. So yeah, really looking forward to how this one turns out. And let's see, I think there's a couple of things that I didn't build yet. So there's a smithy, a smelter, not a smithy. There's also an art bench, which I also haven't built yet. We're gonna go ahead and build that out of steel. Alright, I'll figure this stuff out on camera and then bring it right back to you guys. Hey, we got another quest. Oh, I forgot about that first quest. With Shinto's Shack of Valuables. It's a transport pod. Insights into fighting. Isolated thought. So, collection of valuable items. So it sounds like these are all books. Hey, that sounds pretty good. 7 turrets and 1 guy. That's totally doable. How far is it? Oh wow, that's pretty far though. 2.5 days. Okay, we'll think about it. But let me double check to make sure that I'm not 14 days left. Okay, and I forgot what was there. View. Oh yeah, orbital bombardment. That might actually come in real handy. So we're gonna definitely try and get that one. That is 1.4 days, okay. Now this is the new production room, but I'm not gonna build everything just yet because I don't have enough metal for everything, or at least I'm pretty sure I don't have, or steel. I don't have all that ready just yet, so we do have to, as soon as they're done building out, we are gonna build the art bench as well as a muffalo armchair. We might as well get the other 2 built as well. So we can build those. Actually, no, that's alright. This is fine. And then we're gonna go and get those components and steel again. And all that. Can we build, can we make fine meals again? Yeah. I think so. So we're making progress on getting these components from the compacted machinery. So we've already got retrieved 6 from this little vein. There's 3 tiles, and this one looks like it's going to yield even more. So we already got 2 for a potential of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That'd be pretty good. And we are going to also plan on, I suppose, mining this out. Yeah, mining out this steel vein before we make any more progress on our facilities, because all this stuff is going to cost a lot of steel components to make. Also, I'm hoping to build a couple of hospital beds and vitals monitors, just to be able to say, you know, we wrapped up the we finally have a hospital basically. So other than that, let's see. Oh, we have a lot of hops. Okay, anyways, we'll get to that later. But yeah, we're done sewing for this year. We're just gonna go out and get. Oh wow, we got everyone on board right now. Got Dustin. The Milla's gonna help out. All right. And yeah, that didn't take very long. I think we did the 3 tiles here as well as the 2, 4, 5 tiles here in just one rim day. All right. So they got all that. Next thing we're gonna do is try and we're gonna get all the steel here because right now we're sitting at only 600 steel, so that's gonna be their next big mining project. And we got Ludmilla and Maya who are working really hard on this. So right now we have 617 metal, and what I have in mind is that I would like to build 2 autocannon turrets. The only problem is they cost 350 each in terms of metal, as well as going to be a total of 70 plast steel. It's a huge investment, plus 12 components in total for the both of them, you know? Okay, hey, we got vitals monitor. And also building hospital beds and vitals monitor. Ooh, man, those are expensive. Those are super expensive. But for now, what I would like to do is get some of the psychoid leaves off the shelf. So what we're going to do is make yayo. And we're going to have Veronica do it. Do forever. She's going to just get it all off the shelf right now. And I think that's under crafting, right? So she's gonna be off research for a little bit, and she's just gonna make tons and tons of yayo, simply for us to be able to sell it later on. Next room day, we're still slowly but surely making progress on this. I think we should hopefully be able to have this ready by today, but we do have a dry thunderstorm coming up, so that always causes a little bit of disruption. We haven't started making the yayo yet. I just wanted Veronica to really help us out with going for this really far iron vein, but or steel vein, but it'll be worth it because we don't have to go for the far one later on. Hey, Muffalo 1 is giving birth. We got 9 of them. Hopefully we'll get a trader coming in soon. All right, we've mined out all the steel. Now we just got to bring it back. There's only 213 left, so we're gonna have about a total of 1,800. So if we spend 700 of that on auto turrets, then we have 1,100 left. And how much for those hospital beds? Production, furniture. These are 120 each. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then vitals monitor, 50 each. Not too bad. Okay, but they do cost 3 components. That's the only issue. So we'll build 2 hospital beds for now. Okay, good. And yeah, it's just taken the entire colony 2 days to focus on this, but it's a ton of steel, so it'll be worth it. We'll get 2 auto turrets, a couple of hospital beds, maybe even finish out our production facility. All right, they finally got the rest of them. Definitely was a team effort. Just making a slight adjustment to the arrangement here of our welcoming center. We are going to just kind of move things around just a little bit, push this wall back a couple tiles. Magnus went on his first mental break. It's understandable though. So okay, well we'll just let it be. So we're still planning out how I wanna plan this out. That looks pretty good to me. And then we'll also then deconstruct that. Build that out like so. Nah, crap, we're getting raided right while we're still making our... Okay, they're attacking immediately. They're unusually clever. They'll avoid your turrets and notice some of your traps. Okay. Okay, crap. 5 of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Cancel. We were going to move those turrets, but right now we don't have the time. Just get everyone Everyone recruited. Let's do this. Magnus is unfortunately, we can't control him right now. He's on a bin. He's on a mental breakdown at the moment. They're breaking up. Oh crap! We got three of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them going south. Four more of them going south. Well, we're gonna still make a stand by our turrets, so we're gonna get out of the friendly fire way, out of the way of friendly fire. Maya, you could start shooting them. Dustin, you... Oh, they're fleeing already? Watch out, Ludmilla. Run! That's why I put the these columns in between them. Okay. Well, at least no one got hurt. I don't mind that they blew up a couple of turrets. I'm just glad no one got hurt. So there are a couple of people who are still alive. Here's one. Artistic, medical, shooting, not interested. What about this guy? Intellectual, okay, animals, cooking, not interested. Anybody else? That's it? Just them? Okay, all this we can repair, so it's all good. We got plenty of storage space now. Okay, good job everyone. Excellent on draft. So yeah, the enemies are getting a little bit smarter. They know how to split up now. They went around this way and then they crossed the bridge. Crap, I didn't notice this, but they got a turbine. We might have power issues as a result of that. And hold on, we need to make sure we cut these plants here. Yeah, I know. We got this stupid links just... Okay, that's it. Maya, get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay, well at least we scared it off. Okay, let's try this again. Because this Lynx is relentless right now. It just does not want to leave our base. Okay, good job, good job. We have 2 autocannon turrets under construction. This one's almost finished. Hello. Alright, we have 2 autocannon turrets made. So what we're going to do next is start building out these beds. 45. Yeah, do 45 each. Miss. Alright, we finally have a hospital. We have vital monitors and legitimate hospital beds. And with that, I'm going to call it an episode. Thanks everyone for checking out Rimworld with me. I'll catch y'all in the next episode.